room, let's collide. Streaming hot takes, combat in overdrive. Chairs flying, bodies on the ground. Review last night's show, no holds unbound. Smell the sweat, hear the roar, feel the pain. Tagging folks in, dialogue insane. Matt's on the mat, Vince's vendetta. Analyze the best moves, no meta. Friday night fights, Grun's room delight. Hit the play button, commentary tight. Top rope leap, slams in sight. Podcast reverberates, breaking tonight. Heel turns crazy, face gets momentum. Captured every moment, endless venom. New champs, shock the crowd. Replay, breakdown, critics stand proud. Raw emotions, no disqualifications. Table smashes, fierce altercations. Belt changes hands, crowd erupts. We dissect each drop kick, no one interrupts. Friday night fights, Grun's room delight. Hit the play button, commentary tight. Top rope leap, slams in sight. Podcast reverberates, breaking tonight. Raw emotions, no disqualifications. Table smashes, fierce altercations. Belt changes hands, crowd erupts. We dissect each drop kick, no one interrupts. Friday night fights, Grun's room delight. Hit the play button, commentary tight. Top rope leap, slams in sight. Podcast reverberates, breaking tonight. Microphone blazing, Grun's room, let's collide. Streaming hot takes, combat in overdrive. Yeah, chairs flying, bodies on the ground. Review last night's show, no holds unbound. No holds unbound. Smell the sweat, hear the roar, feel the pain. Taking folks in, dialogue insane. Matt's on the mat, Vince's vendetta. Analyze the best moves, no meta. Friday night fights, Grun's room delight. Hit the play button, commentary tight. Top rope leap, slams in sight. Podcast reverberates, breaking tonight. Heel turns crazy, face gains momentum. Catching every moment, endless venom. New champs, shock the crowd. Replay, breakdown, critics stand proud. Raw emotions, no disqualifications. Table smashes, fierce altercation. Belt changes hands, crowd erupts. We dissect each drop kick, no one interrupts. Microphone blazing, Grun's room, let's collide. Streaming hot takes, combat in overdrive. Yeah, chairs flying, bodies on the ground. Review last night's show, no holds unbound. No holds unbound. Got it.
Thinking over once. You can't really, you know, I'm looking right.
Microphone blazing, Grun's room, let's collide. Streaming hot takes, combat in overdrive. Chairs flying, bodies on the ground. Review last night's show, no holds unbound. Smell the sweat, hear the roar, feel the pain. Tagging folks in, dialogue insane. Matt's on the mat, Vince's vendetta. Analyze the best moves, no meta. Friday night fights, Grun's room delight. Hit the play button, commentary tight. Top rope leap, slams in sight. Podcast reverberates, breaking tonight. Heel turns crazy, face gets momentum. Captured every moment, endless venom. New champs, shock the crowd. Replay, breakdown, critics stand proud. Raw emotions, no disqualifications. Table smashes, fierce altercations. Belt changes hands, crowd erupts. We dissect each drop kick, no one interrupts. Friday night fights, Grun's room delight. Hit the play button.
What is going on, chat? It is Grunmeister. I am back once again. And after taking a week off, little illness, you know how it is. It happens. And work hard, play harder, and then you suffer. But as far as everything else, I'm quite better off than Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan passed away yesterday morning, I believe. Seems to be the reports, and it is very unfortunate because he was a legend. Granted, it is fair to say I'm not big a fan of Hulk Hogan after what came out about him 10 years ago. It's like I get it. Like that's fine if you have issues with Hulk Hogan now. Now, don't blame you for having issues with Hulk Hogan. Just honestly, the one thing that I think a lot of us want to see is we just want to see people respect the dead and eh, and let those that loved Hulk Hogan and still loved Hulk Hogan mourn and just celebrate the life that he lived and the memories that he did give us that were worthwhile. The match with him at WrestleMania 18, I believe it was, with The Rock. Like, and on record, people say it is the worst match ever if you listen, if you ignore the crowd. But the crowd loved it. Completely changed the match. Hogan was supposed to be the heel in that, and ended up The Rock being the heel because it was just the right thing to do. Um, SmackDown went through quite a few changes, is what we are hearing tonight. So the entire show will be about Hulk Hogan, or at least a lot of Hulk Hogan influence in the show. Um, it, it's hard to know how to feel about this because on the one hand, and like yeah, I mean Hulk Hogan was a huge influence and really changed the game. Uh, crowd factors into this. It can, but so we got Kevin Calloway, our Chaos Goblin, and pro wrestler, and also one of the co-hosts, along with myself and the voice Joshua Joseph on the Monday Night Raw review. Well, you're right. I'm sure they're taking that into consideration. At the same time, I don't think it has to for matches. Yeah, and that's kind of like that's probably the biggest thing that is going the matches, the stories, and the fact that SummerSlam is next weekend. Like they want to do right by Hulk Hogan's family and by Hulk Hogan. That is one of the biggest things that they want to do. But at the same time, they do need to keep telling the stories leading up to SummerSlam. That cannot. It's they're going to be walking a fine line tonight. I believe. I believe that is what is going to be happening tonight. WWE SmackDown will be walking a very fine line by making the show about Hulk Hogan while also making sure that they're telling the stories for SummerSlam. Um, it is. And speaking of SmackDown, we'll get into last week's show where he had Kevin's. I'd imagine they'd do about 3 to 4 vignettes for Hulk Hogan. Honestly, stories might benefit from a little less time to make sure they hit the points well. Yeah, that's a good point that you're making. That because we the women, they had a match last week. It was there was Charlotte Flair versus Raquel Rodriguez building up their tag team match, where the We're Not Friends tag team, which with Charlotte and Alexa will be taking on the team of Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez at SummerSlam for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. It was a pretty good match. It did what it needed to do, build up the story, gave Charlotte and Alexa some momentum going in, and definitely should be an interesting match at SummerSlam. Definitely cannot wait to see that. It was Was it? No, it was. I'm thinking. No, it was last week. I'm thinking the Stephanie Vicker Alba Fire match was only like 2 minutes. Um, However, that match seemed to be more about the story. Yeah, as you were saying, Kevin, it's the stories are going to be more important. So it's quite possible tonight that they book a Stephanie Vicker Chelsea Green match at SummerSlam. Maybe give Stephanie Vicker some time on a PLE, even if it's not a really big match. It gives her time, puts her on a PLE. It puts Chelsea Green on a PLE, and they should put on a pretty solid match. Yeah. Oh yeah. That is yeah, Kevin. That is one another big thing that we've been seeing lately. That uh, Stephanie Vicker it has a lot of big plans, or there are a lot of big plans for her because she's getting a big push. She is doing quite well as a entertainer and performer in WWE. Had a very short stint in NXT. Was quickly called up, which kind of shocked me how quickly they called her up, as well as Julia. But I mean, it is what it is, and I honestly cannot be happier to see Stephanie Vicker in such a position and working with Chelsea Green. Like Chelsea, see, like no matter what, Chelsea comes out looking good. Comes out looking better. She's a unique prospect. Uh, Heck, both her and Julia, I hope both get great futures over time. I hope so too. We can. Oh yeah, yeah. No, there is no slander for Chelsea Green. None, none. I even did see the two different posts that she made for Hulk Hogan, and I think she handled both posts extremely well. Well, and I'm very happy to see that there. Yesterday there was quite a bit of hate of Hulk Hogan online. I was very happy to see that there was more love and more respect shown today on the internet. So thank you to everyone out there for showing that those people that only feel hate for others, they don't run the internet. Yeah, but they can continue to do what they want. The rest of us will just enjoy life. We will enjoy pro wrestling. You know, jumping a little bit all over the place, but there was a the opening segment of SmackDown last week wasn't great. It was the hit and run uh scene segment to open up. Apparently, Jacob Fatu supposedly ran into uh Tangaloa Hikaleo and or the SUV that the family tree were riding in. Um, and yet Jacob Fatu was not at the scene. So the story they were telling was, oh, he ran away. It's like, I don't know. I don't, it, I feel like they've done this segment before and it's never really hit well. I don't think it wasn't terrible, but I mean, it caused. I mean, but it was part of a story. Exactly back to what Kevin mentioned earlier. Here, it's all about the story. Can they tell it well? And I would say they did a pretty good job telling the story because Adam Pierce would later on in the evening revealed to Solo Sokoa and Jacob Fatu that they will be battling at SummerSlam for the United States Championship in a steel cage match. Definitely looking forward to that. That should definitely be good. Nice oh god, it's gonna be interesting to see what Jacob Fatu can do in a cage when it's just him and one other person. I mean, we saw him in War Games, but it's like that's kind of hard because it's kind of clunky a little bit because you got all these people in two rings, so you're he's little bit limited by the speed he can capture and what he can really do to really use the cage to his advantage. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. The steel cage definitely the steel cage edition is definitely going to be good. Definitely help elevate this feud. I Solo doesn't lose here. Solo retains here. I think it's too early to take it off Solo. Solo's having a very good run. He's definitely found himself and where he belongs in performance wise. And so I'm happy with what he's doing. Yeah, he has to, or else what are we? Yeah, if he loses at SummerSlam, that doesn't help. That doesn't make him look good. That really like the only way they do that is if Solo suffers a legit injury and they have to take the title off him. But even then, like I would rather them tell the story that uh that Solo is refusing to relinquish the title, and so he's walking around SmackDown in a wheelchair or banged up in a arm in a slit or whatever, neck brace, whatever, still claiming he's United States champion, and that he's going to be the longest reigning United States champion because all he has to do is stay injured. Oh man, that's dastardly heel. That's chicken shit heel at its best. That would probably be hilarious if they actually did that. Um, Someone who is showing that he's not a chicken shit heel as much as I thought he was going to be is Carmelo Hayes, who has no problem stepping up to Damian Priest when Damian's in a bad mood, and they would have an impromptu match. Unfortunately, the match would end via disqualification by Aleister Black, giving Damian Priest the win. However, for this definitely does feel like we're fully in a feud now with Damian and Alistair. It's gonna be interesting. Melo's probably gonna be thrown in there too. I can see them maybe doing uh some sort of triple threat feud, maybe with these three. Gives Melo a spot. Yeah, better than yeah, Kevin, definitely better than Priest beating Melo flat, which was the alternative. Need something for Melo. It definitely. Oh yeah, Black versus Priest. That should be a solid match. Um, Mello is man. I think there is an unfortunate truth that I can't remember where it may have been in IYH or it may have been. I think it was on one of the IY. I think was it. It may have been on last week's Sunday House Party. Um, Sorry if I get that wrong, but somebody said that they need to put Mello and Trick back together as a heel tag team. And yeah, because honestly, like Trick has peaked in NXT. They gotta get him out of NXT, get him up to the main roster. He's heel, so you can bring him up as a heel. Mello is in a bad way because he's trying to inject himself or in yeah, inject himself into storylines and trying to get spots. And problem is he doesn't have the size, he doesn't have the muscle. So Trick and Mello showing up, heel tag team, like it's worked before. And even if you're just retelling their story from NXT, like it's never a bad thing because in some ways it's better than the first run. First run, yeah, more felt more authentic. This one, just performance wise, will probably be better. Better. They'll probably have um more meat on the bones. We'll say for the feud, but no, I mean Priest. I'm definitely glad to see that he's doing something with Aleister Black. I'm glad Aleister Black is doing something. It is. I At this point I'd be happier if Aleister decided that he wanted to take over the White Six. Does not seem like that's going to happen. I someone needs to take over the White Six. Because especially since the White Six will be defending their tag team titles tonight on SmackDown against the winners of a what was this? A fatal four-way tag team match? Yes. To determine new number one contenders. And the winners were Andrade and thanks, buddy. Do I look like I care? But the fatal four-way tag team match consisted of DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Fraxium, and the new tag team of Andrade, Ray Phoenix. It was a fantastic tag team match. It was won by Andrade and Ray Phoenix. Um, I I don't think I don't think Andrade and Ray Phoenix should have won this early. I don't like them being put in this position this early. I think it should have been DIY or Motor City Machine Guns. I I don't know. Um. Oh wait, you know what? Zero. I don't think you. So Zero. I'm multi-streaming. You're seeing me on YouTube. Kevin Calloway, my pro, is on Twitch, and then I'm also streaming on Kick. Because you know what, we here at IYH, we're in your house wrestling podcast team. We're a small team. We don't have a huge following, but we do what we can. We do what you got to do as content creators. You stream, you post everywhere you can, get your name out there, and you never know what's gonna happen. Thank you, Kill. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. Kill Dr. Kill 52 over here on Twitch is here just to listen. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I can definitely see them pushing it, but I don't know. I'll see the match. We'll see how it goes. Um, I mean, Andrade and Ray Phoenix, they're still a fresh tag team, so technically they won't. It shouldn't be. Oh, really, really, Kevin? It's you think it's a biasy that you want the Motor City Machine Guns to win Michigan Man? And look, I don't blame you for being proud of the Motor City Machine Guns being from your home state, dude. I okay. Look, I have a special place in my heart for Stevie Richards and Sandman, but like, God, really? Sandman's an alcoholic on his worst day. On his best day, he is a functioning alcoholic. Oh yeah. Yeah, they are a great tag team. The Motor City Machine Guns, I will never take that away. They did fantastic, amazing work in TNA. They're same as a lot of people. That's how I was introduced to the Motor City Machine Guns. No, no, it's not. No, because I'm not related to Sandman. Okay, I'm not related to the Sandman. All right, so I do not need the Sandman. And what else happened on? It's as far as I know. I mean, yeah, because look, I my knowing my families, they would have seen Sandman in public and be like, yeah, we're not associated with that man. So I really have my doubts. I'm related. Okay, yeah, Doctor Kill. um, Andrade and Ray Phoenix will be tag team champions at one point. There is no denying that. Um, I I want them to put DIY back in the tag team title picture. DIY needs to be in the tag team title picture. Sure, again, and technically they still are, but they need champion. They need to win those titles again, or something. Because it's like they are low key one of the best things going on with the tag team division. Their conspiracy theory mindset right now is, I think, is fantastic. Truly. Did we cover everything that happened on SmackDown? We did, except for the main event. We are. I think we are seeing in real time Cody turn heel. I think it's happening. Cody is turning heel in front of our very eyes, and he's not being very discreet about it. Cody Rhodes came out, signed the contract for his match against John Cena at SummerSlam for the undisputed WWE Championship. John Cena would then say that the decision was just made between him, TKO, and Netflix. That y'all crazy. I don't know, Kevin. Like, look, I can understand that it's probably not happening. That's really not really happening, but this was kind of heelish to do. This was kind of this was one hell of a segment that he did. The man supporting Minute Maid turn heel. What? Hey, look. Here's what happened. John Cena said he couldn't compete at SummerSlam because he's gonna be just finishing up filming a movie, and there's no way that he would be in good enough fighting condition to battle John Cena at SummerSlam. And what happened? John Cena walks away. Cody Rhodes chases after him, beats him down, hits him with the title, and then puts a pen in John Cena's hand and forces him to sign the contract. And then mentioning to John Cena while he's barely conscious that their match at SummerSlam is a street fight. It was clear. It was classic angry face in my book. Cena heel tried to get out of it for bad reasons. Face forces his hand. Okay. Damn. Yeah, you see, this is why we keep Kevin around, because as I am very strictly a fan, so I can't always think like a booker. Kevin Calloway has helped with promotions in his area. Yeah, and like I said, he is an actual pro wrestler. So he's got an insight that I don't quite have, and it's just because of different life paths, different choices, this is different careers even. And so yeah, Kevin, that is okay. Okay. I think you convinced me. Wow, Lou, really? You love Kevin more than me? That is a bit offensive, sir. Good sir, okay? Like, no, you're not allowed to love anybody else more than me. The only person I will allow you to love, the only people I will allow you to love more than me is your wife and your child, okay? That is it, dude. Nobody else. I am your best friend, whether you like it or not. Okay. And fire your brother, Dave Dingle. Okay. That is not an option. No. I hate Dave Dingle. I absolutely hate Dave Dingle. Guys, go check out the Lou underscore on Twitch. He has a BCW pro wrestling show within WWE 2K25. Whole bunch, everybody in or every wrestler on the show is a representative, a member of his community, and he's got an alter ego that is a dork that somehow has the BCW version of Money in the Bank briefcase. He's God. Ugh. Now tonight, as I said earlier, has it is being reported that the script in the show has been heavily altered due to the passing of Hulk Hogan. There's going to be heavy Hulk Hogan influence in the show. Not too surprised. Definitely would have been better if SmackDown stayed 3 hours. But like I said a while ago, I don't believe this was a WWE TKO decision. I believe this was a decision by USA for their other show that is supposedly a hit, Resident Alien. Hulk WWE versus Hulk Hogan. The Wyatt Six will battle Andrade and Ray Phoenix tonight, right? In a tag team title match. Alexa Bliss will take on Roxanne Perez. So we have 5 Feet of Fury taking on the 5 foot prodigy or 4 foot 8 foot prodigy, 4 foot 8 inch prodigy. These are two tiny women battling it out. Um, and we're gonna see who walks away with the momentum. I can see Roxanne Perez winning this only because I think Roxanne she needs to pick up wins to establish herself. But I don't think her losing here is going to hurt her because I think it's going to mean more if Raquel and Roxanne are able to pick up the win um, at SummerSlam. We're gonna have a segment with Randy Orton, Jelly Roll, Drew McIntyre, and Logan Paul as they show up in Cleveland. Technically Logan Paul's hometown. Technically. The Lou in chat, he's excited to see SummerSlam shaping up and saying shaping up. It is, especially with the announcement that Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross is scheduled for SummerSlam. Now, if I can actually find the current SummerSlam card, also, SummerSlam 2025 will actually be. It will if you're not able to make it out to the Jersey Shore for SummerSlam, like me, there is the option to watch SummerSlam in an AMC movie theater. They're across the country. Which is definitely gonna be pretty cool. I am considering watching SummerSlam that way. I'm considering it, not fully certain I'm going to do that because it might end up costing me a lot more money than I'm willing to spend. So I'd probably be better off just buying a case of beer and sitting at home watching it. But so far, what we got for the Kill, Doctor Kill. Watching SummerSlam in a movie theater wouldn't be a bad option. Certainly, it's an experience. I definitely do encourage that if you got a bunch of buddies and you can afford to spend 4 or 5 hours at a movie theater. Across 2 days. So far for SummerSlam, we got the John Cena, Cody Rhodes Undisputed WWE Championship Street Fight. We have got Tiffany Stratton taking on Jade Cargill. There has been very little build at all to this match. Not surprised. Jade really hurt herself with what was Queen of the Ring with the King and Queen of the Ring in Saudi Arabia. Okay, Louis is even saying like I like that they are doing the theater thing, but I will stay home, drink, and enjoy it. Yeah, exactly. That is probably a decision a lot of people are gonna make. I can see maybe parents taking their kids to SummerSlam to see that, because then they can meet up with their friends and and make it a whole event. And so it's one way to avoid having to clean up a mess after having a WWE SummerSlam party at your house. We will also going to be having a women's triple threat match for the Women's World Championship, where Naomi will defend her title against Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Remember, Naomi shocked the world when she cashed in at Evolution during the one-on-one singles match between Rhea Ripley and Io Sky for the Women's World Championship, and it was actually shaping up to be a great match with an amazing finish. And then they took it up a notch with Naomi cashing in and successfully really stealing the title from both of them, which is truly amazing. Yeah, I think Lou has a very good point. It's a good family experience. We are also going to have CM Punk versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. And I have no idea how this match is going to go because honestly, we got the voice Joshua Joseph saying that Seth Rollins' injury is a work, and that what's going to happen is Seth Rollins is going to come out and pull a Kevin Nash. He's going to look like he's injured, and then reveal he's not. Cash in and steal CM Punk's moment. And I've got no idea how that match is going to go. I'll probably have a better idea by next Friday. Kevin saying it could go either way. Punk winning makes sense, but Gunther winning would also work. Yeah. I can definitely see CM Punk winning the title one more time. That's it. With Seth Rollins lurking around, I think it is definitely always going to be a possibility that CM Punk does win, regardless of whether it's CM Punk winning and then Seth Rollins cashing in, or CM Punk winning and then Seth Rollins just lurking around for almost a year trying to catch CM Punk off guard. We got our celebrity tag team match. Randy Orton will be teaming up with Jelly Roll to take on Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. A lot of people online have been saying Jelly Roll doesn't belong in WWE. Neither did Mike Tyson. Neither did Floyd Money Mayweather. Neither did Jeremy Piven. Neither did Arnold Schwarzenegger. And what other celebrities? Not Haley Williams. No, what the? Let's see other. Damn, old rock star. Don't remember her name. What was Girls Just Want to Have Fun? I believe was her song. I cannot remember that woman's name, and I apologize. Guys, but she is in her own right, she is a rock and roll legend. But you get my point. There are a lot of celebrities in WWE. A lot of Cyndi Lauper. Thank you very much, Dr. Kill. For the life of me, I could not remember her name. Thank you. Yeah. Celebrities are going to happen. They want to reach other audiences, definitely. They've also had Sexy Red. They've had Flo Rida. They've had Travis Scott more recently. And I mean, guys, remember there was a whole entire year plus where Raw was guest hosted by celebrities. He's yeah. It's good business for the celebrities because they get to reach out to people that probably have the time to find interest in something else. Well, so AJ Styles is finally getting his Intercontinental Championship match against Dirty Dominic Mysterio. That is going to be fun. Because AJ Styles, it was recently, not too long ago, it was revealed that he had signed a year extension on his contract, meaning this is his last year with WWE. That is it. He will be done, and we are seeing the absolute best AJ we've seen in a long time. It has been quite some time we've seen AJ this good. And all he's been doing is taking up new positions in WWE. Yeah, trying to intimidate Dominic Mysterio. It is truly fantastic. It is amazing. AJ, we love you, sir. Even as early as the territory, city majors were given spots on shows. I did not know that. That is interesting. Like I said earlier, we have the women's tag team championship being defended by Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez of the Judgment Day, taking on Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. This I don't know which direction they're going to go in with this match, because you could go Liv is going to be ostracized by the Judgment Day because she doesn't have a title, or you could go Liv comes back furious that Raquel and Roxanne lost the tag team titles. Raquel tries to defend Roxanne, and either way, I think they are headed towards Judgment Day implosion, and I have no idea how the hell they're going to do it. This is definitely a match that could go either way. I don't know. I do not know. Um, you got Lyra Valkyria challenging Becky Lynch 1-on-1 for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And the stipulations of this match are no countouts, no disqualification. There must be a winner. And if Lyra loses, she cannot challenge for the women's IC title for as long as Becky is the women's IC champion. That is definitely, I think, I want to say Lyra wins, but at the same time, like, I think there's more to her and Bailey than we know. I think Bailey gets involved some way, and I have no idea how that affects the match. Definitely gonna be interesting. We have the steel cage match: Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Like I said earlier, Solo needs to win because it's too early for him to lose the belt. Bailey gets involved to screw over Lyra. I think that's what I was thinking. I was wondering if Bailey and Becky are actually more friends than we thought. Keeps Lyra away from Becky. Yeah. Gives her a chance to work with other women, gives her a chance to further build her big comeback to a feud with Becky later on, maybe towards WrestleMania. Yeah, Lou, you're on the same page. I think no to Bailey and Becky being friends, keep them separated. Yeah, like I don't know. Like there's nothing concrete that has got me in that direction. I thought maybe they're doing that behind our backs. Maybe we just can't see it. But this is WWE. Who the hell knows? They've done a fantastic job of making us question what is kayfabe, what is our imagination, and what is real. Kudos to WWE. And it was announced over social media that Roman Reigns and Jey Uso challenged Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed to a tag team match, and the Brawns accepted the challenge. So this is definitely going to be good. We got Roman Reigns and Jey Uso teaming up for the first time in years at this point. It's actually been years. I think over 2 years it's been since Roman Reigns and Jey Uso were actually in a tag team match together. That is crazy. It does not say, but I'm positive I saw on social media that Sami Zayn and not Kevin Owens, Karrion Kross were confirmed for SummerSlam. Let me do a quick double check. Let me make sure that I did not. Okay, here we go. WWE.com. And yes, WWE.com confirms it is just not on the SummerSlam page. Don't know why. That is not good booking. or not good website management. But yes, they do have it confirmed. SummerSlam, New Jersey, Saturday, August 2nd and 3rd. That's SummerSlam. Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross will be competing in a one-on-one match. Um, I feel like this is where I feel like Karrion gets the big win here. Uh, yeah, I'm definitely curious how they go. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Sammy wins, but Lou said he heard Cross's contract is up in August, and neither side has had any take of resigning. I don't know. Like, I that could be something that dirt sheets, wrestle ops, and the IWC reporters are getting are saying like is to run a big angle in a month from now. Feels yeah because like I don't because like Karrion Cross has busted his ass to get a lot of attention on himself, and he has done that without hurting the WWE. He has gotten a lot of eyes on him. His merch sales have greatly increased. I think he's one of the top merch sellers right now. Oh, so like WWE, like I can't see them be like, yeah, yeah, Karrion, we're still gonna release you because why not? It's like no Triple H, WWE, TKO, yeah. So it's details and plans now, yeah, yeah. No, I don't think they're gonna release Karrion. I think exactly what you said, Kevin. They fed it to the sheets because the sheets will eat anything. If they have a story that Lyra Valkyria is secretly in a love relationship with Bailey, but also simultaneously in a love relationship with Bronson Reed, and Bronson Reed is secretly in a love relationship with Braun Breaker, they'll feed that to Dirt Sheets, and Dirt Sheets will eat it up and run, oh my God, here's what's happening. Anything. They will grab anything that is even slightly controversial. Oh, Sami Zayn decided to eat a banana in a different way. Dirt sheets, they don't care. They just want a story. They don't care how stupid or ridiculous it sounds. Because they don't have their own opinions. They don't know how to spell it. They think there's a Y in opinion, and they think there's a U because they're so stupid. Give me the Braun love story. I mean look, like this is a different time. Second, it is clear that from what we've seen with the NILs overall, they are willing to play ball. They understand, hey, it's all about a story. It's all about telling a story. You're like, all right, I mean, okay, we'll do a romance. Let's do this. They'll be on board. Like it's just for entertainment. And if people don't find it, like, okay, well, you know what? Maybe you need to relax if you don't find this entertaining, okay? Because they're just trying to have fun. They're just trying to entertain our dumbasses, okay? And you know what? I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact they will entertain us, even if it humiliates them. Because you know what? We will buy tickets. We will pay. We will speak on them. We will say, this is hilarious. This is funny. This is great. Thank you for entertaining us. um, that like I said, like there, so that appears to be it. Stephanie Vicker and Chelsea Green could potentially be added to the SummerSlam show, maybe because this is across 2 days. Actually, let me pull that page back up. I wish I didn't close the SummerSlam page. Okay, so let's see. You got Cena wrote, you got John Cody, you got Tiffany Jay, Naomi, Rhea, Io. You've got CM Punk battling Gunther. You've got Randy Orton, Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio. Raquel and Roxanne defend tag team titles against Charlotte and Alexa. Like 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, okay. Plus Sammy Cross makes 11. So in theory, they might add one more match. They've got 11 matches for this week for next weekend so far. You bet they add one more? I think so. And given the matches they have, Stephanie Vicker, Chelsea Green would be a perfect match to add. It thought I saw some Bellas and Vicker teaming up against Screen Squad. Uh, I I don't know. Like, I mean, Lou, we still got a week. A tag match. Well, that tag match would verify what Lou's saying, because that would make more sense. Chelsea teaming up with Alba or Piper, probably Piper, um, to take on Stephanie and Bella. Like, because yeah, like they've got some heavy. These are some quite heavy booked matches. To add a third to, oh god, they add a third. Oh, I I'm gonna be very nervous about that because I don't I don't think Bree's in wrestling shape. I don't think WWE want anything to do with her, especially since her husband is Bree mode. I don't know. I don't know. Brian Danielson got a cease and was asked. No, but I bet someone else. Uh, I've been saying this. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would like to see Victoria make a return to WWE, even if it's for a short run. Because I saw her towards the end of her run in WWE in 2005, so I didn't really appreciate her then. But I saw her run in TNA as Tara and thought she was badass, awesome. Um, Chelsea Green has pissed off enough people in the story, yeah. So it could definitely be as simple as someone Chelsea Green is pissed off. Um, I don't know though because I really don't want to break up Michin and BFAB. I think they're a solid tag team for the women's tag team division. I think you can do stuff with them. I think you can make them better. Um, I don't know. They could like I definitely have been wanting to see Chelsea actually in a 6-woman tag with Piper and Alba. Um, but you know what? We will see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, you know what? We've covered everything that has happened and what is happening at SummerSlam, SmackDown, Hound, and even covered a little bit of Hulk Hogan. But so I think that's a good place to call it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for hanging out. I will see you guys at the Sunday house party this Sunday. Be sure to tune in that. Be sure to tune in to Monday Night Raw review. Be sure to tune in to Raw Deal with House and O'Neill. Be sure to tune in to the ECW watch alongs. And be sure to follow IYH everywhere you can. X, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Music, or Apple Podcasts, rather. Either follow us, check out our content. I promise you will not regret it. Be sure to join our Discord or to contact, jump in the chat, hit us up for the Discord links. We are easily found throughout all of social media. Yeah, contact us and we will get you in the Discord where you can join the party. Take care, guys. I will see you guys next week.